Hi, welcome back. Another video in the series of The Beatles. I'm on a roll with this. You know, I do have other interests and I do other videos, not just music, but history and, you know, filming locations, blah, 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 blah. But I'm riding the wave with The Beatles at the moment because it's getting me lots of thumbs up and it's getting me lots of comments. And I love the comments. I love the interaction. And I love the fact that we've all got something in common. And at least with my Beatles videos, it's the Fab Four, right? So I want to do today's video spurred on by a comment. I love the comments that I'm getting on my channel. It's certainly constructive for the little community that we've got going, because you're all interacting with each other as well as with me, and I love that. So I apologize if I've missed replying to any comments, mostly because I either scroll too quickly and I miss them, then I see them 2 or 3 days later, or you know, a week later. There are a few kind of disparaging comments, and that's fine. You know, if you don't like the channel, just skip on to the next one. But to quote John Lennon, imagine all the people living life in peace. So if you like the video and you even watch it to the end, give it a thumbs up. And if you dislike it, click the dislike button. In fact, click it twice just to make sure. I had a comment from a guy called Steve Rowe. I'll put the comment here, but I'll read it to you. How about creating a Beatles Black double album from all 4 Beatles up to Lennon's passing, or up to present date? I'm sure you'll think of something creative to make us all happy. Well, I hope this does make you happy. Before I kick in, I want to give a quick shout out to Michael Noland, The Bottom Line. If you've not seen his channel, it's a new channel, up and coming. I'll put a little picture here. He talks about the Beatles. He talks about Led Zeppelin. He's about to start a series on Pink Floyd. And the guy is so concise and precise, no waffle. You know, I waffle. I'll go off on a tangent and go somewhere else. But Michael, just, yeah, I love his delivery. I love this and that and no. Pop over to his channel. Give him a view. Give him a like. Give him a subscribe. Join his tribe. Michael Noland, The Bottom Line. It's worthy of a view. So what I want to do, I want to create the Beatles Black Album. Is it possible? Oh yes, it's possible. So what I'm going to do is switch cameras, and I'll reduce me to a tiny thing up here in the corner while I create my Black Album. Now, in making a double album for the Black Album, what I need to do is I need to create 30 tracks. There were 30 tracks on the White Album, so I need 30. I think it was a split of 11 Lennon songs, 12 McCartney songs, 3 George Harrison and 2 Ringo, and then you had Revolution number 9, which just went on and on and on, but was just an exploration into the mind and rambling of Lennon. I'm going to change it a little. I think I'm going to do, I've already created it, but I'm making the video for you. There's going to be 4 Harrison and 3 Ringo, and then I will divide the others over Lennon and McCartney. But I was thinking, if I create a vinyl record, wouldn't it be good if we had a coloured vinyl? Here's my Abbey Road coloured vinyl. And I just thought, you know, double album, it would be appropriate to be like this. Look at this. Green vinyl with the Apple logo on there. This is my Abbey Road album. I picked this up at an LP boot fair thing. £16 it cost me, but I thought, oh yeah. I love the smell of vinyl, don't you? There's something special about putting a vinyl record on a turntable and dropping that stylus on there. This sounds amazing through my hi-fi, I have to say. So my double album will be green vinyl, special release. Okay, let's have a look here. Okay, so we start with a template. It's black. It's It's just a black album. Now the white album, funnily enough, was designed by a chap called Richard Hamilton. I'm going to show you a little picture here. This was an article from the Liverpool Echo, dated 2013, or updated, dated 2011. So Richard Hamilton had passed away, but he designed the Beatles' White Album. It says, the artist who designed the plain white cover for the Beatles' White Album has died. Pop art pioneer Richard Hamilton, 89, who was famous for his paintings, collages and sculptures, was ill and died yesterday. The album, a white square with the embossed name of the band and the grey number in the corner, contrasted with the colourful and busy cover of the preceding album, Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, designed by Richard Blake. Hamilton's design is the only Beatles cover not showing the Beatles band. So rest in peace, Richard Hamilton. He created the White Album. So I thought to myself, you know, I've got to copy that. I've got to run it in that vein. But what name do I give the album? Is it just going to be The Beatles? So the first thing I thought, well, should you call it The Beatles What If? So what if they had stayed together and created an album? I thought, nah, that's not only. How about if only? If only they had created the Black Album. Might be a bit silly. The solo years, kind of appropriate, but still veering away from the classic White Album with just its name. After We Was Fab. A little nod to George, you know, when we was fab. And I thought, no, we'll just call it The Beatles. The original album was The Beatles. It wasn't the White Album. It's just called The Beatles, double album. Can you have two The Beatles albums? I think you can. So that's what we're going to stick with. So there's my front cover, The Beatles. Let's have a look at the back cover. So again, a blank template. What's the first thing we need to put on here that resembles the White Album? That's going to be the 4 images of the chaps. So we'll start with Ringo. Now I've tried to search for pictures that are specifically around the 1980 era, because Steve Rowe had suggested up to John Lennon's passing, and I thought, well, okay, 1980, I can push it a little beyond, but we'll go with that era. So I've trawled the internet, I've tried to find some pictures of the lads from that era. So we'll add Ringo, George, Paul and John. That gets me my 4, like the White Album, I get my 4 pictures. Then I think I need a barcode. We've got to get some kind of like specific information. I've pinched this from the White Album, so that's the barcode from the White Album. And now we need some legal script, digitally remastered, 2022. Taking some liberties here, aren't I? All rights reserved, artwork by Apple Corps, etc, etc. So it's Apple Corps, we need the Apple logo somewhere. Let's pop it down here. And of course, we can't use the logo without explaining the copyright details, so we'll add them at the bottom. Apple is a trademark of the Apple Corps Limited. Apple and the Apple logo are exclusively licensed to the Apple Corps. Okay, so having now got my barcode, my legal script, the logo, the 4 pictures, I would have the text here, but I'm not going to show it yet because I want to do the inside of the double album and give you a snippet of each of the tunes as I lay them down, and then we'll come back to the back cover and put the text for the tracks there. So let's have a look at the middle, the inner sleeve. Okay, so the traditional album. So how do we do this? I'm going to have to put myself at the top left of your image, because I'm going to have the 4 pictures on the right hand side of the double album and the text for the track listing on the left-hand side. But what I've tried to do is create the album as it opens. The LPs are drawn from the top, unlike a traditional double album where they come out at the sides, and that was the White Album. If you find a copy of the White Album and they come out from the sides, it's not a legitimate copy, apparently, I've read. So let's get the four lads in first and foremost. So some four different pictures: Ringo, George, Paul and John. I think I've actually got the picture of Ringo slightly narrow, or narrower than the others. So this could be the faux pas or the misnomer, the anomaly of my Black Album. Oh yeah, we got Tudor's Black Album that he created. It's the one where Ringo's picture is slightly narrower than the others. One of the last pictures of John there from the 1980 era. He was slim, wasn't he? Okay, so let's start tracking. I'll put my tracks down. You'll get a little snippet of the music. I don't know how much I can do without blowing away copyright, but let's give it a shot.
Whatever gets you through the night, any day. My Lord, playing those mind games together. Oh, no one ever left line in 1985. Not borrowed time. It's everywhere with my love. I'm just sitting here watching the wheels go round and round. Imagine it all those years ago. You'd think that people would have had enough of silly love songs. Every time I see your face, it reminds me of the. Baby, I'm amazed the way you love me all the time. I'm just a jealous guy. It's just another day. Nobody told me there'd be days like these. Some karma's gonna get you. Got to pay your dues if you wanna sing the blues, and you know it don't come easy. I'm losing you. The time we met. Well, I suppose that you could say that we were playing hard to get. Not guilty. It's like strawberry wine. You're 16. A little. Well, it's got to take you someone to make it blow away, living life in peace.
There you go. That's my creation of the 30 songs that I want to include on my The Black Album. Fantastic. Okay, let's just pop those songs onto the back cover now. Okay, so we've got the back of the album, four lads, digitally remastered, blah, 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 logo, and the trademark. So we need to put those 30 songs in. And there they go. And a little splurge about EMI Records at the bottom there, the gramophone company. I've lifted that off the White Album. It looks legit. Everything's in line. Yeah, looks good. That's my Black Album. Wow, imagine if someone did it. Someone actually created it. And we had a kind of a hard copy and we could take it out. We could smell it, but we could play it. We've probably all got the songs anyway, haven't we? So we could do that. But what I have done, I've created a Spotify playlist of the Black Album. So if you fancy it, if you do Spotify, link below in the description. to my shared playlist of the Beatles album, the Black Album. Hope that was creative and made you happy. Give the video a like, and I'll get cracking with some other videos. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now. Right, what other videos have I got to do? I've got to do my top 10 albums. No, list the albums from